Good morning, everyone. How you doing today? My name is Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time. Oh, let me grab this wonderful book. This book is our story, Olivia and I's story of going from a single house to financial freedom over 15 years. Our story is about investing in a market that's 2.5 hours away, that we've never lived in, never spent the night in, still 20 years later. And I often get asked, how'd you do it? And so I created this amazing course called How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. Over 2,000 people are a part of it now. Comes with a free Facebook group with almost 1,200 people in it. But one of the things I want to talk about when I give you a little taste of step one of the course. Step one of the course, I am going to ask you to create a buy box. A buy box is an anchor. It is the thing that you're going to start with. It is the thing that is going to set you free. There's a lot in the course that you'll get into when you buy it. Again, link is below, but I want to talk about why the buy box is such a key element. First and foremost, if you're fishing in a pond that you don't know anything about, you have to get focused or else you will get nowhere. Right? I don't know if you've ever had the opportunity to learn the game of golf, but trust me, sitting there on a driving range, looking at a bag of clubs, you have no idea what is going on, right? It is too much. And really, that is the same thing for real estate and real estate investing. When you're sitting there, you have interest, you're looking at all this stuff and you're like, I do not, you're like frozen. You're either frozen or you just start picking up clubs. Neither of them are a good idea. What you will see if you try to pick up the game of golf, you get a coach, you get an advisor, you get a friend, they often tell you to pick out one club. Most of the time that will be your pitching wedge. The pitching wedge and the buy box for me are the same thing. I want you to get one. I want you to look at one thing. I've said it many times. I will say it here again. My buy box was not Fresno, California. My buy box was not 93703, which is a zip code in Fresno, California. It was not single family homes in 93703 Fresno, California. It was 3 or 4 bedrooms, 1.5 baths or more, single story, 1,250 to 700, 1,700 square feet, something like that. What I want your buy box to be is I want you to go to realtor.com or Zillow or Redfin, whatever your tool of choice is, and your active listings, especially if you're a full-time employee, should not exceed 20 or not exceed 40 and be a minimum of 20. If your criteria in your buy box only shows 3, expand your criteria. I want it to be between 20 and 40 active listings. And again, we go through this all in the course. We tell you what to do next and all of those things. But again, the buy box, it creates focus. It creates repetition. It also sets a time limit. What you should be doing with your buy box is looking at it 20 minutes a day, maybe 25 in the beginning. Document what's going on. What you're going to be doing when you document, again, this is all in the course. You're going to be figuring out what you know and what you don't know. I don't know what property management costs. Well, great. That'll be something you network. I don't know what taxes are. Well, great. Something you can network and research. All of these things will come together. It will feel very unusual. If you've ever tried to pick up the game of golf and you're swinging that pitching wedge, even though it is the easiest club to swing, it feels weird the first time. You swing and you stick it in the ground and you miss the ball and all of those things. But repetition makes you better. This is what the buy box is. It is permission to focus. It isn't look at everything. It's like, yeah, it is permission to focus, permission to get quiet, repetitive, and execute daily. So what I want you to realize is don't try to outthink me. How to get started one rental at a time, $319 now, is exactly how Olivia and I learned a market. We got really quiet. In fact, our buy box didn't change for almost 3 years. It takes it just didn't change. I had a day job. I didn't have time to change, didn't have time to grow. So don't try to outthink me. In the beginning, if this is new to you and you don't know the market, don't do 2 or 3 buy boxes. Some of you out there are trying to outthink me. You're trying to shortcut it. You're going, I'm going to have a buy box in Cleveland. I'm going to have a buy box in Austin, Texas, and a buy box in Miami. If you are new to real estate investing and you're doing that out of the gate because you want to learn, you're actually going backwards. You can't compare Cleveland with Austin and then Miami. You will actually get nowhere. Brain will just get confused. Look at one area. Number 2, every day means every day. If nothing changes day to day, fine, note that. But it's very likely things will change in a buy box of 20 to 40 active listings when you start. Document, see what's going on. The whole goal of this exercise is one thing. I want you to learn what is average. What you're going to quickly understand with buy and hold real estate is anybody can close a deal, but most deals are bad or average. Every market has an average. Some markets today average 10%. Some markets today average 2%. Some negative. Never do a negative deal. Bad. Alligators. Read my book. So again, what I'm trying to teach you is how to uncover average. I believe real estate investing, buy and hold, is a skill. And because it is a skill, everyone can learn it. You can get better. Focus, daily discipline, and of course, do the work. Do the work. So hopefully that helps. The course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time, is amazing. Buy it today. Join the Facebook group, One Rental at a Time Works. Get around your other network that is growing. Get out of the stands. Start practicing. Start doing the work. In the end, for me, this is about slowing down to go fast. I meet a lot of real estate investors that I call shooting stars. They're full of energy. They're full of excitement. Real estate is going to set you free, and you're almost vibrating with excitement. I want you to take that energy, harness it, and make it something you could use for weeks, months, and quarters. If you are unfocused, you are going to pick up every club in the bag, swing them all, hurt yourself, and get nowhere. I want you to slow down, get a buy box, understand that your next 60 to 90 days is simply understanding average. And then once you get to average, you finally do and understand good or great deals. The last thing about good or great deals is they are not out there all the time. It takes work. I don't want to do average deals. Doing an average deal is easy. I only can take so many bites of the apple or so many swings with the club. I'm working every day to find the next good or great deal. I believe we are heading into a real estate slowdown, which means more inventory. More inventory means more options. More options mean the ability to find perhaps motivated sellers or undervalued assets. I'm excited by what's coming, but in order to see or find good or great deals, you must do the work. Don't gamble. Don't guess. That's my advice. Again, check out the course. Lots of playlists on this channel, other student reviews, things of that nature. Check it out. Thanks.